Victor Von Doom, one of Marvel's most iconic supervillains, has an extensive tenure of tormenting the Fantastic Four and the Avengers across his vast comic appearances throughout the decades. Unfortunately for such an iconic character, however, his previous cinematic outings have been lackluster at best, with Julian McMahon's performance in 2005 and 2007 Fantastic Four films falling short, and Toby Kebbell's performance in the 2015 Josh Trank reboot being torn to shreds by fans. It seems that Victor Von Doom is due for a menacing MCU debut that finally does the character justice. Dictator of the sovereign nation of Latveria, Doom has extensive wealth, resources, and political immunity to carry out his elaborate schemes that further his goal of complete domination. A master of technology, an avid student of sorcery, Doom is a force to be reckoned with, and since the Disney-Fox merger, fans have been eagerly awaiting his arrival in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But is it possible that he'll be making his debut sooner than we previously thought? Many fans are torn on the reveal that Kang the Conqueror is set to become the next overarching supervillain to battle the Avengers. While the general response is largely avid enthusiasm to see the time-traveling Conqueror on the big screen, many have thought that the likes of Doom, Galactus, or some other Marvel fan favorites would have been a better fit to inherit this role. However, the introduction of Kang the Conqueror does not necessarily exclude Doom from making his debut in the very near future, even as soon as 2022. Today we will be exploring the rumors of Doctor Doom's debut, explore where and how he is likely to appear, and what his role may be in the MCU moving forward. Phase 4 has taken a unique stance on the structure of the MCU as it currently is, by dividing the cosmic threats and the earthbound challenges. While the likes of Doctor Strange and the Scarlet Witch tackled the mystic side of the multiversal outbreak, the earthbound Avengers are being set off to face against their dark side counterparts in the form of either the Thunderbolts or the Dark Avengers. As Val, played by Julia Dreyfus, sets forth on her own quest to recruit many of the Avengers' known adversaries. For the purposes of this video, we will be using the term Dark Avengers as an umbrella term to refer to Val's team. It is very possible that this team turns out to be the Thunderbolts, or that it goes by a different name entirely, but for the ease of reference, we will be using Dark Avengers as a catch-all term. This hints at an Earth-centric MCU story that has been largely overshadowed by the multiverse saga, with Yelena Belova and John Walker already being recruited into the fold, and the likes of Emil Blonsky, aka the Abomination, and Baron Helmut Zeno also being theorized to join in the near future, thus laying the groundwork for the likes of Sam Wilson's Captain America, Clint Barton's Hawkeye, and other Earthbound heroes to take on challenges of their own. If the grounded, Earth-centric MCU arc is set up to tell a story outside of the multiverse saga throughout multiple projects like the Hawkeye series, Armor Wars, and Captain America 4, then it makes sense that there is room to introduce a figure like Doctor Doom. But where exactly is he rumored to make his first appearance? The answer is in Black Panther 2: Wakanda Forever. It has been stated by a site known as Fandom Wire that they, as well as Popcorn Planet, have been given inside information regarding Doom's introduction and the structure of Black Panther 2. Though it is important to note that this is largely speculation and nothing has been confirmed as of yet. Fandom Wire claims that this anonymous source has confirmed that Doctor Doom is set to be the man behind the curtain, pulling the strings behind the events that are set to transpire in Wakanda Forever, and that the main antagonist of the film will act largely as a Loki figure, introducing the main threat to come without drawing into direct conflict with the heroes just yet. Kevin Feige has stated, quote, "So much of the Black Panther comics and the first movie is the world of Wakanda. Wakanda is a place to further explore with characters and different subcultures. This was always, and initially, the primary focus of the next story." End quote. This seems to indicate that the story of Wakanda Forever will largely focus around the story of Wakanda as a whole, and with the tragic loss of star Chadwick Boseman, it stands to reason that not only will the cast be mourning and honoring the loss of their co-star and friend, but the nation of Wakanda will likewise be facing the loss of their king. It has been confirmed that T'Challa will not be recast, nor would the studio use CGI to recreate a double for Chadwick Boseman, as his final performance will be in Marvel's What If. So it stands to reason that the loss of T'Challa will not only be a significant plot point of the film, but would have ramifications that affect the entirety of the nation. If in their time of mourning and perceived weakness, there is a threat against the nation as a whole, then there are very few individuals with the power and capability to challenge the entirety of the nation of Wakanda. Many have theorized that Atlantis will be the nation to attack Wakanda, capitalizing on their lowered guard. And with Narcos actor Tena Huerta has reportedly joined the cast, and while his role hasn't been confirmed, it's been widely speculated that he will be portraying Namor the Submariner, King of Atlantis. If this is the case, however, then Dr. Doom and the nation of Latveria will reportedly be the ones pulling the strings in secrecy, orchestrating the attack on Wakanda from the shadows. And with the Fantastic Four reboot on the near horizon, it makes sense to introduce one of the premier antagonists to the Fantastic Four ahead of time. The debut of other Fantastic Four mainstays have been theorized ever since the Disney-Fox merger took place, with some sources even reporting that Sue Storm is set to make her debut in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. If these reports are to be believed, then it is possible that we will see the near introductions of many fan-favorite cast members of Marvel's first family, and that Dr. Doom could potentially be not only the figure behind the attack of Wakanda in Black Panther 2, but may have a role to play in the formation or trajectory of the Dark Avengers as well. Whether he emerges to fill a power void after their inevitable defeat or turns out to have some hand in their initial creation, this opens a multitude of different possibilities, ranging from the formation of an uneasy alliance between the Avengers and Val's team, or the revelation that he has been the puppet master all along. If the Avengers and Dark Avengers or Val's team need to form an uneasy truce in order to stop one of Dr. Doom's schemes, it could make for a compelling character dynamic between former adversaries. And if it turns out that Doom is behind the Dark Avengers, it could exponentially increase the threat to our remaining Earthbound heroes, as he bands together with the Dark Avengers. It's even possible that he's not involved at all, and won't rise to prominence until after the Dark Avengers storyline has concluded. But all of this remains to be seen in the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with it being clear that two major antagonists will arise, and that two major current Marvel stories are being told: the multiversal war and the more Earthbound heroes. But anyway, my friends, what do you think of all these reports? Do you think that Dr. Doom will really make his MCU debut in Black Panther 2, or at least be hinted at? Or do you think these reports are nothing more than speculation? As always, my friends, thank you guys so much for watching the channel. Hit that subscribe button to assemble and join our team, and have a great day.